jumping straight into this video. So y'all seen from the title already, we are going to be doing a peacock inspired color wig. So I do have 4 bundles of 24 inches with a 20-inch 13 by 4 frontal, and this is body wave hair. And as y'all can see, this is a custom handmade wig, and the wig, baby, is super full. And let's get started. We about to make a whole masterpiece of pretty color job construction. So let's go ahead and let's get started. All right, boom. So I section out the hair in 3 different parts. So section 1 is the front, which is the frontal. Section 2 is the middle of the head. In section 3 is the back of the head. So in section 1, I do have some of the tracks in there, so it's not just completely the frontal, because you want to make sure you have hair that covers the back of the head. So yes, these are the colors I will be using. I'm using Sapphire, Electric Lime, Jade, Emerald, Cosmic Yellow, Jet Black or Black, and then I'm going to be using silicone mix as well. So let's go ahead and get started onto the coloring process. So section 3, which is the back, is pretty self-explanatory. All I'm using is the Sapphire in the back of the head, and I did mix it with silicone mix. I find when I do mix my dyes with silicone mix, it just, the color saturates on the hair. It hits the hair really quickly versus just putting just the dye in the on it like straight out the bottle. I feel like silicone mix really makes the hair, obviously it helps condition it, keeps it soft. Not saying that, you know, the hair dye is drying it out, which is not, but I just find better results when you use the silicone mix. It just works better for me. I love that method. I love that technique. So yeah, so for section 2, all the hair dyes I mixed, like I said, with the silicone mix. So I didn't show y'all me mixing it because it's kind of self-explanatory. I didn't use so much silicone mix, but it just needs enough. Like I would say like a teaspoonful. That's all you really need for the most part. So for section 2, I'm going to go ahead and do Emerald, and then I'm going to go and do the neon highlights, which will be blue, yellow, and then the emerald again. So I didn't do any extra customizing of any shades for this particular section. I just used the Sapphire, which is from Kiss, and then the Cosmic Yellow from Adore, as well as the emerald from Adore as well. So every 2 tracks I will alternate. So the first 2 tracks I do emerald, and then the second 2 tracks I do the transition. Then the next 2 tracks I work my way up, I do emerald, and then the other 2 I do the highlights. So the highlights, the transition, whatever you want to call it. So I would just literally go back and forth until the whole section is completed. When you are doing these techniques, or when you are trying to blend your colors, make sure you guys are using a feathering motion as well as your fingers. As y'all see, I'm gradually putting the hair so it's a nice color transition to get a nice flow. You don't want it to be, you know, like blunt color at all. And then you also going to need what is this called, saran wrap, after each section, so that the hair color is not getting transferred. So after every 2 sections, you don't have to do it for the blue, of course, because it's all blue, but when y'all doing, you know, alternate sections, you are going to need to split it up by using the saran wrap. Okay, so I am using a feather motion as I'm dyeing this, and then I will feather out the color, and then I use my fingers as well to do the extra blending that I need to do for the color, so it's a nice transition. So when I say I probably use like 10 to 20 pieces of paper, I'm probably dragging it, but I use a lot of napkins to clean off my hands, because you don't want, you know, blue going on yellow. It's just gonna mess up the flow, so you have to constantly keep wiping your hands after each color. So it did take a little while, but it was worth the while. So now that we went ahead and got section 2 completed, we're on our last section, which is section 1. So this shade that y'all see me doing right here was supposed to be turquoise, but it turned out being more green than turquoise. Trying to make my own color, mixing blue and a green, but it seems like I put more green and blue. It's okay. It ain't that serious. It turned out exactly how it was supposed to. I thought it was going to be ugly. I'm like, damn, I done messed it up. It's supposed to be turquoise. I'm supposed to have different shades, but it's okay. It still really turned out really cute. So the green actually was a perfect shade. So I did end up using, I believe I used Jade and Electric Lime together. So that's how it ended up being so green, but nonetheless, it was good. So for the frontal part, I'm going to be adding black roots, as y'all see me doing right here. I'm doing my black roots first, and then again, for this section, I had 3 different sections. So after each part, after each row that I created, I would use the saran wrap to split the colors up. So like I seen earlier in the video, and make sure y'all read the description because I have like more details and explanatory of how I did this. Because, you know, I had to come in with a game plan, with a technique, with a method. I could have just go out the box, you know, trying to dye some hair, and I don't know the vision, I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, so I started off with the turquoise first, which was end up being a green. Then I would do the green to the blue, and then I would do the blue to the yellow to the green. So yeah, I'll just like give the hair some dimension. So I would like make girl can't even speak. I think I'll make probably like half an inch each section, each row, and then I'll go from one side to the other. So what I did to one side, I ended up doing to the other, and it kind of matched up, but it wasn't like exactly symmetric, but that was fine, that was okay. But I tried to do the top area as much symmetric as possible, so when I did put that middle part, it looked the same on both sides, which it did for the most part. So you definitely be strategic when you are doing these. So I let the hair sit overnight, and all I did was rinse it out with water. It already had conditioner, so literally it just had to be rinsed out. And when I tell you also, the hair barely bleeds because the silicone just just soaks up all the color. It just really like makes a big difference. So the hair was nice and rich. The color was still very much vibrant. Like, it looked so good. And then I went ahead and added some curls, some soft curls, not too curl, but nice like body wave curls. And now we're going to go ahead and install our wig. I am going to be using the EBIN adhesive and spray. So right now I'm just making sure that my wig looks good for the most part. The lace did get a slight tint, and too crazy, but from the jet black, because I think, or maybe I did not add any silicone mix to the jet black because I did not want, you know, obviously the jet black to lose its darkness. Not the jet black, but the black dye to use its darkness. So yes, I feel like when I rinsed it out, it kind of tad bit did dye the lace or some, but it's okay nonetheless. But yes, I did spray the lace with freeze spray, so it just did that on its own. So using this adhesive, I'm using the extreme firm hold. I'm going to be adding 2 layers, and I love to use my fingers. I find that using your fingers, making sure you're getting even thin coats is like the best technique. It do be getting a little messy because your fingers end up being sticky, but that gives an accurate application that you really thinning out, smoothing out the glue layers so that it comes out even. So y'all know I'm making content as well on the other side, so you know I'm killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Yeah, period. So here's what it's looking like, and I just do 2 little braids, and then I kind of like separated the braids just a little bit, and I make sure my part is right in that middle, because if it's leaning, it'll mess up the whole thing. So after my glue turned clear, I'm gonna go ahead and apply the wig as y'all see me doing right here. I'm just trying to line it up and making sure I'm in the middle, because once it's on, baby, ain't no moving. So I'm just making sure it's aligning pretty good. And then anything, of course, that did not adhere, I will go back and make sure that I glued those areas. So once I went ahead and do that, now I'm using the spray, the Wonder Lace Bond adhesive spray. And baby, y'all know I love this product, baby. This do what it need to do, okay? And I done had this can for a little minute. Child, don't play with it. So I'm using my finger to place the spray because I don't want to spray it on my face. You know, I ain't beat my face for nothing. So I'm just taking the spray and I'm putting it directly onto the lace. And I'm just putting it all around just so I can get that extra melt, that extra hold, that extra security. It just does what it needs to. Like, if you don't have this the adhesive spray, get you one, okay? It will not let you down. And I love the red. They do have other colors, but that red, the extreme firm mode, top tier. Highly recommend it. So yes, EBIN, y'all doing that, okay? Now I'm taking my melt pen and I'm going to place that melt pen on and keep it on for 5 minutes. So I'll let the spray dry on its own, and then once you peel it off, it's like nothing needs to be done. I like to use my alcohol to just clean up, you know, the hairline, clean up the edges a little bit for the most part. And then I'm gonna just refix up the let's talk about the color. Do y'all see how vibrant and beautiful this color looks? The transition, it just eats so bad. Peacock, hashtag Peacock babe, okay? Peacock pretty. Y'all jot it down in the comments. Peacock pretty. Or should it be pretty peacock? Peacock pretty or pretty peacock? But yes, that basically sums up this video. I just went ahead and fixed my 2 little bangs in the front, curled them up. And yes, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed creating this masterpiece. I feel like it's been so long since I've been able to do color and like be creative with the color and just give a different feel, different vibe, and just, you know, have fun with it. So I really enjoyed the coloring process. And then I just put myself like, damn girl, yes, you still got it, and you just so raw with this coloring things. Color queen, let's talk about it. Baby, you eat stuff all the look, babes. Yes, you do. Yes, the Mount Mother. Yes, Miss Baddie. My girl. Yeah, if y'all have any comments, questions, or concerns, y'all already know the deal to go ahead and put that down below. Don't forget to check out the description just to get color details, hair details, and any other further information that I may have missed in this video. And yes, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe if you're not already a part of the EllaaBaddie gang. And I will check y'all out in the next one. Later.